What if I told you that users' feedback could become the most valuable asset in your product growth? User-centered design is not so secret weapon at the heart of all successful products. It can help you achieve quicker product market fit and boost your growth. But sometimes listening to your users is easier said than done, as you're often restricted in terms of time and resources. How do you do it with minimum effort? Keep watching and find out. Hi there and welcome back. Today we're doing user-centered design one-on-one. If you're a tech startup owner, a product manager, or just communicate with UI/UX designers in any other capacity, that's not a lesson you can slip through in the back of the class. UCD is literally everywhere, and if you are not doing it, you're doing something wrong. So for starters, what is user-centered design? It is a design philosophy guided by understanding and responding to the needs and wants of users. Throughout the design process, decisions are made based on the user feedback and behaviors rather than solely on their instincts or preferences of designers or stakeholders. Imagine you're creating a new app. Instead of guessing what features might appeal to your audience, UCD puts real users in the driver's seat, gathering insights through methods like interviews, observations, and usability testing to shape the product from the ground up. A fine example of the product that is doing great with UCD is Slack. The way it simplifies communications through structuring discussions into channels comes from understanding how teams naturally segregate communication around projects, topics, or departments. It's not something that's necessary for personal communication like Viber or Meta's messengers. The level of customization and possible integrations is another aspect that Slack keeps in mind for its corporate users. So while Slack relies on the same psychological principles of how people communicate online as any other messaging app, knowing and listening to its target audience is where Slack is different and where UCD comes into play. From this example, I think you can guess why you need to embrace user-centered design. First, you get improved usability as products designed with user input are easier to use and more intuitive. From this comes the increased satisfaction. When users feel heard and see their needs reflected in the products they use, improved satisfaction is almost inevitable. This translates into enhanced loyalty and finally, higher return on investment. Products that meet market needs more precisely can achieve higher sales and lower churn rates. If you're convinced, the next question is, how do you follow the user-centered design process? There are usually several key steps. Understand your users. Start by researching who your users are and what they need. This might involve surveys, interviews, and field studies. Define requirements. Based on your understanding, define the core functionalities and requirements that your product must meet. Design and prototype. Conduct usability testing and show these prototypes to real users. Observe and collect data on how they interact with your product. Use the feedback to iterate and refine your designs. This step often loops back several times, enhancing the product progressively. All of this sounds quite logical, right? Still, user-centered design is quite a broad concept, and sometimes aligning with the reality puts it into test. There are several areas where the principles of UCD might collide with reality. How do you deal with that? I'll try to cover some of the common issues. Let me know if you've encountered any other areas of friction, especially if you managed to deal with them successfully. So first, you might struggle with aligning UCD with agile development. Agile development cycles focus on rapid iteration and deployment. Designers and teams often struggle to integrate through user research and testing with its short sprint cycles, which can sometimes prioritize development speed over deep user understanding. There are some practical tips that can help you to resolve this issue. First, embed UCD principles in agile ceremonies. Include user experience goals and tasks as a part of the sprint objectives. Ensure that user stories and backlogs reflect UX considerations and that they are prioritized alongside other product features. Incorporate quick UX updates into the daily stand-ups to keep the team aligned on the user-centered activities and findings. Use sprint reviews as an opportunity to gather feedback on the user experience of the increment developed during the sprint. Inviting stakeholders and real users to sprint reviews can provide valuable insights that can be used in the next cycle. Second, Dedicate resources to continuous user research. Assign team members specifically to focus on UX research and design tasks throughout the project. Use lean UX methods such as guerrilla testing, where the feedback gathered from users is quick and informal. This can be conducted even with limited resources and time. Next, develop incremental prototypes. Create prototypes early in the development process to map out user flows and key interactions. These can be involved into high-fidelity prototypes that are tested and iterated upon the subsequent sprints. Use these prototypes in usability testing sessions during the sprint to quickly gather user feedback and make necessary adjustments before the final implementation. Use fixed methods for feedback collection. Combine qualitative methods like user interviews and usability tests with quantitative methods like A/B testing and analytics to gather a broad spectrum of user feedback. This can provide a deeper understanding of user behaviors and preferences without requiring intensive time commitments. Finally, prioritize UX debt. UX debt refers to the issues in the user experience that need to be addressed. Just as a technical debt, they should be identified, tracked, and prioritized. This helps ensure that UX improvements are treated as a part of the development cycle and not as afterthoughts. Another area where you might struggle with real-life applications is following UCD when you have diverse user base. Managing conflicting needs and preferences is a complex yet essential part of the user-centered design, particularly for products aimed to cater to a broad audience. There are some effective strategies. Create detailed user personas for each significant user segment. This should include demographic information, behaviors, needs, goals, and pain points. Personas help in understanding the various user groups in detail and designing for their specific needs. Prioritize based on business strategy to decide which user segments are most crucial for your business goals. If a large segment of your audience demands this and that feature, but they are not actually bringing you much income, you can focus on the needs and wants of a narrower but more profitable segments. Apply universal design and aim for solutions that accommodate the widest range of users, without the need for adaptation or specialized design. This involves designing products that are accessible and usable to people with a wide range of abilities, disabilities, and other characteristics. Make sure your design complies with accessibility standards, such as Web Content Accessibility Guidelines. This not only helps users with disabilities, but improves the overall user experience. Use scenario-based design. Create specific scenarios for how different personas use your product. This can help in identifying and addressing conflicting requirements by understanding how various features or designs affect each user type. Consider the context in which the product will be used by different personas. Contextual inquiry helps in understanding these varied contexts and designing products that are effective across different user cases. Prioritize features through multi-criteria decision-making. Use techniques like feature voting, where users can decide on features they find most valuable. This democratic approach can help prioritize development based on user demand. Implement a weighted scoring system to evaluate features based on factors such as user demand, business value, development cost, and strategic importance. Establish ongoing feedback mechanisms to continually collect and analyze user input. This can include in-app feedback tools, user forums, and social media. When possible, offer customizable interfaces that allow users to adjust settings according to their preferences. This can include things like changing color themes, layout, and information density. Allow users to toggle features on and off based on their needs. This can help manage the complexity of the interface for different users groups. If you're a startup founder, you can also struggle with measuring the specific impact of the UCD. You can use various specific metrics to do it. Net Promoter Score and Customer Satisfaction Score for user satisfaction, task success rate, time on task, and error rate for usability improvements, daily or monthly active users, session lengths and page views per session for engagement, and so on. The most important thing is to remember the algorithms. First, define clear objectives. What exactly do you want to improve when implementing UCD? For example, you might want to increase user engagement or reduce churn. Next, set baseline metrics before implementing changes to have a comparison point. After this, roll out UCD changes and track the defined metrics over time. After they've been on for a while, compare pre- and post-implementation metrics to assess impact. And of course, iterate, and iterate. User-centered design is a universal framework any digital product can benefit from. So keep learning. If you have any other questions, feel free to let me know in the comments. I'm thinking about doing a separate Q&A video if I have enough questions, so that's your chance to make me explore the topic you're interested in. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that was useful to you, and don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe, and see you in the next video.